right, what we're gonna work on is a couple of exercises to target the upper, the lower, and the abdominal obliques on the side. So you stay tuned and let's get it in. All right, so right here, what we're gonna use is a medium style resistant band. This is gonna help keep the tension on the lower abs and the hips actually. As we're coming down into a push-up position, we're gonna bring our knees up to our chest, and these are what's called mountain climbers. Now, as you can see, I have my back straight, I have my shoulders engaged, and my triceps are also working in this. Continue to bring your knees up to your chest. You can do fast, you can do it slow, whatever pace you can do it. Just make sure you continue through the exercise and stay focused the whole time. All right, so in the middle of these exercises, make sure that you're breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Control it, all right? Control your breathing, all right? One of the things about coronavirus is it affects the lungs. So the goal is to strengthen up the lungs. This isn't just about core exercises. It's also about building the cardiovascular system as well. So these a lot of the exercises that we're going to focus on are high intensity intervals training. So we'll rest, we'll come back to it, we'll hit it hard, we'll rest, let our heartbeat go down, and then we're going to go back to it. This is an effective way to burn body fat. All right, so now we're coming back to the band. We're going to put it around both feet. We're gonna make sure that it's shoulder width apart in our feet. Okay, we're coming down to the push-up position one more time. All right, back straight, shoulders engaged, triceps strong. We're stepping out to the left and we're gonna step out to the right. Now, not only does this work the abdominal obliques, but it also works in the glutes, the hamstrings, the hips, as we begin to step out. You'll start to feel quite fatigued, but just continue to push through the exercise. Remember, it's not so much about speed, it's about technique, and it's about consistency. But to challenge yourself, you can also speed it up. Exercise number 3, kind of sucks, but it's good for the lower core. That's where you find a lot of the, what they call stubborn belly fat. I just recently started getting back to core because of the martial arts training that I do. It takes a lot of core. But the key thing about it is you don't have to work core every single day if you're doing compound movements. Like, you know, we'll go over deadlifts, we'll go over squats, we'll go over dips, pull-ups. All of these things work more than just one body function. And so you don't necessarily have to do core every single day if you're continuously working compound movements, all right? So here's the next exercise, flutter kicks. All right, so flutter kicks is another party favorite. Instead of going to the usual 6 inches, which is where you want to start in the flutter kicks without the band, we're gonna come up to about 7 to 8 inches off the ground so that we can kick high and we can kick down low in order to get enough resistance. All right, so by this point, you see I'm starting to sweat. Listen, on some of these exercises, you'll see that the bands won't stay around the foot, but it's okay if it starts to come up towards the ankle, all right, towards the ankle, especially for the flutter kicks. And this next exercise, which I call in and out, all right? Not talking about the In and Out restaurant in California. We're talking about whatever, all right? All right, so basically what we're hitting is we are elevating the feet to about 6-7 inches off the ground. We go up, out, in, back down, all right? Up, out, and down. All right, so I did make that name up, but you see the exercise here. Try to point the toes as you conduct this exercise. You can put your palms down under your butt and keep that core engaged. You'll see it starts to work on the quads, it starts to work on the hip flexors, all of that. This is a phenomenal core exercise, especially when you use a band. You can get this on Amazon. You can get it in any sports store. But definitely for more resistance, use this. If you are more of a low intensity type of person, don't use it. But whatever you do, try to work on this core exercise right here. It's phenomenal. Go for it.
Let's go.
Alright, so for this final exercise, we're going to call it up and out. Alright, now technically, or whatever, it's called something else. But for the sake of what we're going to call it, it's up and out. Alright, so basically, you're going to bring your knee up, you're going to take your knee out, you're going to bring your leg back down. Watch. Alright, so with these, you definitely want to take your time. This is not a speed type drill, especially with the resistance. You see how I'm holding it in each position? I'm coming up, out, in, down. That's the tempo. Up, out, in, down. I kind of messed it up a little bit, but you get it. Up, out, in, down. Alright, I tried to keep it on that side for the viewer's sake, but you can do these about 10 on each side, okay? You can alternate, or you can do it on one side at a time. But just make sure that you're breathing, make sure that your core is engaged, your shoulders are engaged and back, your triceps are pushing the earth away, or your palms are pushing the earth away, working your triceps as well. This is a phenomenal exercise. Do these every day, do these 3 times a week, whatever, and however many times you do them, just do them, get it done. Now you did see me there just reach a moment of lower abdominal fatigue and abductor, deductor fatigue as well. But listen, if you really want to challenge yourself, I challenge you to do these for 1 minute. Alright, do these for 60 seconds. Alright, so those are a few exercises that you can do in the comfort of your own home or after your workout. Technically today is leg day for me, but I always try to focus on something that's going to help me get better. Alright, if I don't want to do it, most likely I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't like doing core, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I don't like doing cardio, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to give you one more bonus exercise. This time, you can use a jug of water, you can use detergent jug, you can use a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell. Today I'm going to do it with a kettlebell. Watch this. Alright, so you see the weight on my left side. I'm taking my right palm, coming behind my left elbow and sitting it back to my right side. I'm taking my left, coming behind my right elbow, sitting it to the left side. This one takes a little bit more attention to detail, but I'm just coming behind, boom, bringing it to the opposite side. You want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart and try not to move your hips. You'll see it. You'll want to start to move to the left, start to move to the right, but just readjust, keep that core tight. Sometimes you might lose it like that, and fix it. All right, fix it. You got this. All right, I would recommend that you do this thing about four sets, 4 times, 30 seconds each. All right, this one can be about speed, but it can also be about taking your time as well and focus on the technique. Alright, so we reached the conclusion of this week's episode. I will try to put as much food and resources in here as possible. Today, I have a chicken and hella veggie bowl, is what I call it. Make sure that you always try to replenish your body with some good nutrients. Alright, for me, I'd rather eat over protein shakes, but you know, do what you can. Alright, I got some chicken, I got some broccoli, some kale at the bottom, some corn, some tomatoes. It's delicious. Alright, and make sure you always like, subscribe, share, add any comments, any questions that you might have. We'd love to answer that for you, and we'll see you next time All right, family, one more again. Before you go ahead and go savage on that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you next time. Peace.